Can Miyabi do 600,000? That's the question, right? So, what's the best way for me to do this? Am I supposed to choose the Miyabi here? Or is it better for me to use my own one? Which one is better? Which one is more accurate? Because if I use my own one,
Take me.
I have a M0.
This is the path I follow.
So let's say I use Miyabi. I try to stun the enemy with some stunner like lighter, right? And then I bring Yanagi for fun. Like the whole point is we are trying to stun the enemy, right? That's literally the whole point. Let's just put with I don't have. You see, that's the problem. I don't have Lycoan, so I cannot test that. So I'll just try with lighter for now and see how it goes, right? Okay, let me see if... Okay, at least we can choose... What is the enemy again that was Hugo was fighting? The name of the enemy, is it Dullahan? I think it's this one. Disable... okay. Stunnable, okay, stunnable. Let's increase the enemy to level 70. Again, I have no idea if that is a same enemy or not. It's this one, right? This is the same enemy, right? Okay.
Alright.
So I'll try to stun him. Okay, again, I'm really curious. Yi Xuan has Void Hunter Tai. I know. Yi Xuan is way better. Okay, look at this. What are we testing? Are we testing ultimate?
I swear on
How
my
much does this do?
Let's move.
Let me show you how it's done.
Okay, you know what? Maybe that does do more than 600,000. Maybe that overall does do more than 600,000 in total. But is there a way to record the damage? Because I don't know how. There's too many numbers. There's too many numbers there. So that this order is 100,000. But Miyabi doesn't has passive. It's like plenty of numbers multiplied together, so you don't really quite see it. But I'll try to screenshot some, right? Let me stun him again. Okay.
It's over.
Okay, wait, give me a moment. Let me try and do a rough count, right? Because Miyabi, as a Miyabi lover, right? As a Miyabi lover. So this was what I could capture in screenshot. 19,000. 19,000, 19,000, 19,000. There's a few 19,000 here. Is this more than 600,000? Maybe there's a lot of different varieties of if you sum it up to 20,000, I think that's about 200,000 in that instance, right? 80 trillion. No, I don't think it's 80 trillion, right? I don't think it's 80 trillion. Is there no damage calculation in the end? There's no. Yeah, I think I don't know why Zenless Zone Zero don't have that, right? Zenless Zone Zero is the only game that I feel like it would be nice for them to include that, so it's much easier for you to look at the stuff, right? But I don't think that the Miyabi's ultimate is going to be comparable as well. The one that's a single instance is the... $197,000. So that one is about 200,000. If I so that is obviously we can try to estimate from there, right?
Gotcha now.
So let me stun him again. Or is there a way for me to not make him do not die? You always need to make sure that he's stunned.
Awaken.
197,000, okay. That's what it is. Hugo does more when the enemies is stunned. He only really does damage when enemies are stunned. Miyabi is more flexible. Yeah, probably that's one thing as well. So we get stun these. Can I just... So that's is that 83 or 837? So that's 83,000. So if I am using a small charge,
Are you
right?
bored?
So it's about
Should I read you something?
170,000, right? About there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like overall the 600,000 does look impressive, right? Damage inflation. Imagine whales flexing their numbers, wasted opportunity. Yeah, if you want to flex numbers, Hugo is the way to go. Because I still think, can I try to do secret? Oh, I can't. I really have to, if I want to put them here, or if I want to put a character here, I actually have to pull for it, right? It would be nice if I can just test it right here. Not in free training. The thing is, you're not even getting the maximum of his potential as well, because they are only putting Lycoan as well. I'm kind of curious to, because you guys saw, right? Hugo gets way more attack if you put 2 stunner. So even right now, this is not Hugo's maximum potential as well. Alan is getting a rework or buffs. Yeah, but when is that specifically, right? Also, with the buffs and stuff coming, we usually have to wait because it's like, I don't know, like if it takes time for them to adjust, I feel like it won't be that strong.
Scripts.
If it's strong, then they will do it during a rerun, right? Because they will definitely have to do it during rerun. Rerun is going to be how it is. Ellen Jones just rerun recently. So are you telling me that they're going to buff her without giving her like an option for players to pull her, right? It will be a little bit weird if that's the case. Like, why would they not do that? Because if they are not doing that, my guess is it's probably not that strong. Because if they're not giving you an option to get the character. Oh man, it's always too slow.
I'm not opposed to working with you. Take this. I'll write the ending to your nightmare.
Look at his
Let
HP, right?
order and madness
Look at his HP.
dance.
70%.
The end is nigh.
700,000. Wow. That's a lot. Yeah, Hugo is a burst character for sure. Maybe you can even put them together if you want, right? You can even do like Hugo, Miyabi, and
Heads represent
and what's the name?
lives, and tails.
And like a stunner, if you want.
Result has lost.
But I'm not sure if that will be super viable, right? You probably don't need like 2 DPS in one team, because one of them are going to get the screen time more than the other. I feel like Hugo is good, especially for those of players who don't have Miyabi. Sure, I get it that a lot of people here probably have Miyabi, right? But there's actually some people that don't have as well, and they miss out on Miyabi because Miyabi is version 1.4. They started playing in version 1.5 or something, right? In Evelyn's patch or Ezra Yao's patch, they have Ezra Yao, but they don't have Miyabi. So I do think that it is going to be a very, very good option. Pretty solid one as well. I do think, right? Personally, I do think that Hugo is... I feel like he might be better than NB though, right? The recent character is NB Silver Soldier. I'm trying to think who is better. I feel like NB is balanced. I don't think NB is broken. I think she's quite balanced. Feels like Hugo might be a little bit better than NB, but it's going to be like more like a toss-up, right? Between those two. For assault, he maybe only has few chances to do totalized damage, to be honest. I think you can get about 3 to 4 because of the stun, right? You do have quite a lot of, I don't know, it depends on how much you can build up your stun, right? That's going to be one thing to consider.